Well, that's specifically learning how to listen to the inner wisdom of your body, or your body's own internal voices about what it is you want, how to make decisions, how to tell when something is really bad for you, how to tell, just, you know, as I say, it's a surprisingly difficult process to really come to terms with what your own desires are. Because a lot of times there's a lot of these external voices, or there's external ways of thinking about things, which you might not even realize that you've kind of taken in. So it's a sort of a system of, you know, getting in contact with the inner physician. I use what's called idiomotor signaling, which is, most people are familiar with a pendulum, but there's other forms of it. So when the pendulum says yes, or when the pendulum says no, but as you look at that, it's really the person who's controlling the pendulum, right? So that's another technique I use. I use actually a lot of theater play, because I used to be in theater. So there's a fair amount of, you know, acting in different characters, taking different postures, using voice, and one of my favorites is you know, that the songs that people have in their heads and that they're singing and they don't know why they're singing it. A lot of times those kinds of things can be really helpful for sort of understanding your own body wisdom.
And is that done in a class setting or one-on-one?
Yeah, it can be done either one-on-one or in a classroom type setting. Usually I like to have small classes just because I can custom design them that way, and that's, you know, that's always what I like to do is make sure that whatever class I'm doing, that the students who are involved are really getting their needs met in a very deep way. You know, it's not just a sort of a, okay, well, we're all going to do this together. It's, well, what are you bringing here to this moment at this time?
And so if somebody was interested in taking one of these classes, they would go to your website? Or?
Right, they could go to the website or give me a call. One of the things that I do like to do is I like to actually match people up sometimes if I feel that there's something that might kind of work out well with a particular group of people, or you know, often I will do this with couples or with families, you know, so that can be another way of working it as well.